Hey, sensitive soul friend, it's your energizing host, Nicole. Welcome to the Zenspiration Show, your one-way ticket to a mental margarita and a refreshing dip in the pool of possibility. Feel like life's turned the blender to chaos mode? Are you ready to break free from the noise? Create your own blend of Zen energy and inspiration? This is the show where we navigate the wild waves of today's world with practical wisdom, wonder, and a dash of magic sauce. So you get to live your life fueled by passion, purpose, and a lot of empowered vibes. Get ready to energize your life. We're headed to a magical place I call Inspiration Island. The Zenspiration Show starts now. Oh, we are live on our first Zenspiration Show. I could hardly contain myself on this side. I have to tell you, welcome party peeps. This is the place where we absolutely activate your Zenspiration so you get to live your life like, ready? The ultimate party. That's right. I think that life gets to be as fun and energizing and zenergizing as we want it to be. But maybe you're over there thinking, sounds good, Nicole, but have you looked around the world? Oh yeah, I see it, my friends. I see it. But you know what? We're going to turn things around because now is absolutely the time where you're going to harness your energy and you're going to create life the way that you want it to be, not just for you, but because we need to be doing that. Yes, we do. We need to be doing that for each other, for ourselves. So welcome to the first kickoff launch show. Happens to also be my birthday. Yes, big 54 today. I wanted to do something very special to support more of my audience this year, and this show is it. So thank you for being here. I also want to say, can we just... we don't give shouts out to all the folks behind the scenes that make this magic happen. My team at Transformation Talk Radio, my favorite peeps on the planet, best network ever. The producer on the other end, Moxie, I want to just give lots of love to everybody on the other side that's helping me and you and I connect in a special way. So today on our launch episode, I wanted to talk about something really juicy. Have you been trying things to feel healthier, to feel more vibrant, to get back on track? But maybe you're finding that a bit of a struggle. Why is it that we have more resources, that we have more products, services, experts, gurus than ever before, accessible at the end of our eyeballs, right? Accessible at the end of our fingertips. We could just click a button. You can order, you can sign up, you can enroll, you could do all the magic things. We have so much available to us. Why then are we still finding ourselves in this, why do I feel this way kind of rut? It is not uncommon. If you are feeling that way, you're definitely in the right place because we're going to turn that around. I want to peel back the layers and look at, why is that? Why is it that we have more available to us, but we're still getting stuck in that rut, so that you get to change it? Maybe you get to lead the way for your community. I don't know what you have on your higher purpose agenda, but there's something special for you. And I really believe, I know it for a fact, that it is our spiritual duty to do our best, to be the example for those around us, to inspire those around us. That is certainly my mission and my purpose. Get emotional talking about it. It's why I'm here. I want to help you not just live your life like the ultimate party. Oh, yay, fun, sounds good. I'm talking ultimate party means that your energy party is rocking, right? You show up and good things happen like magic, like clockwork. That's what we're really getting into. So if you've tried a million things, if you feel like I've tried everything, because that's what I will hear on consults with potential clients. They'll say, oh, you've tried everything. It's such a heavy sigh and such a heavy energy. I've tried everything. Nothing seems to be helping. Now, that's not really accurate. Maybe they feel like they've tried everything. Maybe you feel like you've tried everything. But one, I know, if we haven't worked together, you haven't tried everything. Okay, because change and transformation, we're going to talk about myths, The myths of transformation today as well, it can happen like this, just in an instant. Okay. But there are things we've been taught, there's things we pick up along the way, and there are things going on online in the world, and it's just kind of making it all sort of messy, right? It's throwing it all in the blender, and then you're like, I don't know what to do. My friend's doing this, I'll give that a shot. Maybe it worked for her, maybe it'll work for me. And then you're like, nah, it didn't really work for me. I don't get it. Maybe it's me. Oh, think that. Okay, I want to turn this around. All of this, if you're feeling all of these things at a soul level, you're not alone, and it's fixable. I didn't say fixable now because anything's broken. It's just we can calibrate, we can change that approach, your thought approach. Okay. And then guess what? You get rapid results that you want. You get rapid results that you want. Sound good? That sounds pretty good. I like rapid results. I don't want 3 years for the change, right? Don't we all want to feel better now? But this can also play in to what's going on. So the fact is, we are in an era of heightened stress levels. A little bit of heightened stress levels. Yeah, we are. It's true. Global challenges. Now, this used to be maybe just in your family. Maybe you just thought, oh, in my city, my town. But now it feels, and it can feel like, because we are so inundated with so much information, media, headlines, everywhere you look. In fact, everything is in front of us all the time. There's advertisements everywhere, whether it's on social media, you're driving on the city. Now they got digital billboards. Bam, bam, bam. You used to drive by a billboard, it'd be one advertisement. Now, by the time you pass one, you've seen 5 ads because it's just sliding like a little slideshow, right? So we're getting more and more and more information. Our precious minds, while they are limitless as far as creativity, as far as generating ideas and looking at new ways to do things, we can shift our perspective like magic. We can do all of those things. It has such an amazing ability to, you can reprogram, we call it rewiring. It's pliable, it's beautiful, it's amazing. However, our processing mind does have a limit, right? Have you ever noticed from the morning you get up, hopefully you feel fresh for processing in the morning. And then by end of day, you're like, don't talk to me. Can't even make a decision what I want for dinner. I'm spent, right? Like I'm spent. So our processing mind, that can be finite. It does fatigue as the day goes on. So we're just getting hit by all of this information. Now, with all of the resources available, next day delivery, right? Whatever you like, one-click purchase, you can go on Amazon or where you can order your supplement. You don't even have to go. Hopefully you should be going out of your house, but you don't even have to really do that. You can order all of these things. But here's what's up, okay? Just because there are a lot of good things, it doesn't mean they're all best for you. Just because there are amazing professions, chiropractic, massage, all of those, it doesn't mean that each and every practitioner is the one for you. There are a lot of choices. There are a lot of options. Oh my gosh, scroll social media and there's so many experts. They can just set up an account, say they're an expert, and they're an expert, right? Is that all it takes? They can promise you, this is a little phrase I apparently picked up because I say it a lot. They promise you the moon and the stars. They have the solution for you, right? And they have systems and they have processes, and everybody names their process. Again, you see how we're amping up on how many options we have, but wait, of course, we're going to bring this to a better place where you are using a soul-guided approach instead of a one-click purchase approach or oh, well, their social media looks good, so I guess that's who I should sign up with, or that's who I should buy services from, or that's the program. Have you done that? I have a lot of clients that come to work with me. They've signed up for so many programs. I signed up for all these courses. It was free. I'm not saying there's not valuable things out there that could be free. But again, are we just hodgepodging our approach? Are we saying, I hope this works. I hope this works. I hope this works. I hope this is the one. I hope this is the answer. That's not a strategy, right? We want to make sure that we're using this soul guided strategy because there are many amazing solutions and methods and ways and processes to create transformation. But I don't want you to have to try all of them to try and find the end of the rainbow where you finally find the one that works for you. That's why I want to peel back the layers. It isn't that everyone's promising something they don't follow through on, although I have also come across those where they make the promises, they have the answer, but they were actually, it turns out, more fixated focus. Their focus was more on the selling side, not on the serving side. I'm absolutely not like that. Okay. I'm on the educating and empowering you side. So you make an educated and soul guided decision for yourself, and then serving up the most amazing intuitive mentoring and guidance so you get to your own answers and your own solutions, right? Tailoring the strategy to you, not trying to squeeze you into my little box because it works for me. And then, well, that's right. I already have your money and good luck with that. Okay, we don't want, let's move away from those kinds of options. There's plenty to pick from out there, unfortunately. Also, mainstream media has, over the last few years, really plugged in this message that it's okay to not be okay. And then they just leave you there. It's okay to not be okay. No, it's not. I don't think it is. Because when I don't feel okay, it's not okay with me, right? When you don't feel okay, let's figure out why. Let's assess what's really going on. And again, I want to get into those layers today because I don't want you to just, well, I don't feel okay, but that's okay. No, it's not okay. And most of us have learned to say it's fine, it's okay, no big deal, kind of shrug it off. But what I want to say is, that's interesting. I don't like the way I'm feeling. I'm going to change that now. I'm going to take ownership of that, and I'm going to empower myself with what I can do about that because time is precious. I have a purpose. I'm on a mission, not only to have the most fun and live the best life, right? YOLO. Okay, not just that, but because I want to make sure that my moments are the most meaningful for me. Because if they're the most meaningful for me, that means that I am living by example. I am making an impact. I could be inspiring someone else to do the same thing in their own life. And imagine that ripple in the pond. If we all did that, if we all said, oh, you know what? I'm going to make every moment really meaningful. I'm going to show up the best, the brightest, the most empowered, the most inspiring version of me that I get to be. And that energy just transfers everywhere instead of a lot of the pushing energy that's going on out there. There's pushing to sell, there's pushing to this, there's pushing to that. Instead, we're going to take the reins back. We're not going to look at the media headlines, and we're not going to read things online and then go, oh, maybe that's what's wrong with me, because that's another thing we're going to talk about. Okay, to someone who wants a holistic approach, it's great that we have so many options, but let's also use this as an opportunity to use our intuition to guide what is the best strategy for you. What is the best strategy for you? Not just a strategy, not my strategy. Hey, my strategy worked for me. Yes, I have insight. Yes, I'm going to share everything anything I could do to help somebody else. That's my spiritual duty to do that. However, the way that I do it based on my experiences is different for me than it will be for you. I want you based on your experiences because there's gold in there. There's healing gold in your experiences. That is how you custom and tailor create your strategy to choose everything that you do or say no to. You don't have to say yes to everything to try and find the way. Don't, that's exhausting, right? Am I right? It's exhausting. So instead, let's look at all of these options. And instead, let's right now set our intention for the rest of the show. Let's set our intention for the rest of the show, what we're going to get out of this for you. See, what you get out of this episode is going to be different for you than another awesome viewer than it is for me. My intention is, of course, to help you say, oh yeah, maybe I've been doing this and that hasn't really been per me. That was just what I thought I should do. Maybe I've been, I kind of, I latched onto this, but that isn't really working. I want a different way, right? So just right now, take a moment to set an intention. What is it that I really want to receive in this moment? What would help me the most from this area, from this episode? What would help me the most for this experience watching this right now? And tune into your energy, because as I'm talking about things today, this isn't just a talk show. I want this to be an experience for you. These are moments of your life. Right? So noticing, where is my energy as I'm starting with Nicole here today? What my energy to be? What is going to close that gap for me? So where am I at energetically? What's the morning been like? How have I been feeling? What have I been thinking about? What have I been wishing I could find? Oh, if I could just find this, that would really be helpful for me. Oh, if I could just get rid of this, oh, that would be so great. If I could just feel this way, we're always sort of, if I could just, and we're sort of opening this gap even wider. We want to close the energy gap. This is how I'm feeling. I'm feeling amazing. I love how I'm doing, right? That's the intention that we're going to set. I'm going to get exactly what I want and need out of this. I am going to apply it and I'm going to make some transformation happen for me today. Today, not 3 months from now. Now, right now, I get to feel good. I don't have to wait anymore. I don't have to hope and wish and pray. I get to do it right now. That's the power that I want to bring for you. Okay. So for sensitives, I also feel this is different. This has been my experience, that who I work with, who I do not, who I choose to do things with it is different because I want a connection. It's not just because you're sensitive. If you're a highly sensitive soul, my peeps, my kindred, okay, it's just because we're sensitive. It's more about alignment. It's about connection. It's about understanding. Like, for example, one of the things I love to hear, oh my God, Nicole, I just feel like you get me. You understand things I haven't even told anybody, right? I like that. You like that? You like that kind of connection with someone. Because just guessing and hoping and drawing in, it's like a little bit like that, right? We want to know that we're working with who we want to be working with. If it's a service provider, we want to know that we're in the right place at the right time. Now, I always feel like you're on the right path, no matter what you're learning or picking up. Okay. There's never a wasted moment. There's never wasted time in my book. Okay. Everything can be used purposefully for you, for your strategy. Absolutely. Okay. So nothing's wasted. However, we can do it more effectively. We can do it more impactfully, right? We can do that. And that's what I want to get into. So I don't want you to give up. Here's what I want you to think about as we go to break in a moment here. I want you to give some thought to, what have I been using, doing, trying, applying? It hasn't been working. Wait, when was the last time I actually assessed? Have I just been using, doing, trying, applying things and not been assessing if it's working or not? I've had clients come to me, I've been going to therapy for 3 years. How do you feel? Worse. I think that's not working, right? So let's not do that. Okay, you're listening to the Zenspiration Show. I'm your host, Coach Nicole. We're going to go to break, and when we come back, don't give up. Okay, give those questions some thought. Your well-being solution is available to you. We're going to show you how, and I want to share with you also some things you may or may not be doing that are kind of impairing that transformation, how to make it easier for you. Stay tuned. We'll be right back. All right, we are back on the Zenspiration Show. I'm your host, Nicole. Are you ready for more? Join me. Okay, come on. Pull it in, because I don't want you to give up on your well-being solution ever. And I don't want you spinning your wheels. So if you've been feeling like something's missing, maybe you gave some thought on the break there. What have I been doing? Is it working? Is it working well? Is it creating results rapidly? Is it kind of sort of working? Right? Some of those things. So we want to look at all of that. I have a question. By the way, if you have a question, not only can you drop it there in the comments and I will be happy to answer, but you can send a question. Maybe you have an afterthought, right? I'm always looking to help where I can help so we can close that energy gap. So I did receive a question from one of our Zenspiring community members. And this is why we're talking about this. I want you to know is this relatable? Are you seeing yourself in her story? Okay. How can I reduce the physical effects of anxiety? Oh, I love anxiety, by the way. I think anxiety gets such a bad rap, but it is so there to help us. It's constant all day, she said. It's chronic, getting worse, feeling dread, panic attacks, foggy brain. Now, none of this is good. This is not the fun part. Okay, anxiety is not good or bad. It just feels bad. I get that. So we're not minimizing that here, okay? Foggy brain, especially at work, feeling not enough, especially at work. I'm working out more. Good. Eating better. Good. Right? She says, nothing feels right in my life. And I'm working on my mindset. Good. We got three good things in here. Plus, she's asking for guidance. Good. Right? Don't have to do it on our own. This is something that if you grew up like I did, now I grew up in a home, a lot of depression. My mother was just anxiety all the time. She went down, and I have two backgrounds, which this is why I'm tying this in. I get this because this could have been my story years ago. I could have wrote this. This was me. This was my path. So I feel you. Okay. I see you out there. And I saw my mother go down the therapy path. I'm not knocking therapy, but there's many factors, just like anything. However, even things that are good for us, too much of a something or a mismatch can create a very negative outcome. And so my mother became more and more of a diagnosis. Oh, they finally figured out what's wrong with me. No, wasn't anything wrong with her. However, she became more and more of, that. I watched my grandma physically ill. She became more and more of that. Okay. So there were these things. So this is why I'm doing this stuff. I don't want you to go down that path, becoming more of what you don't want, becoming more of feeling the way you don't want to feel, when this, to me, super simple. Now, wait, because the answer, the strategy, that's the simple part. The implementation, that's where that's where I come in, because many times there's some stuff there, right? We got some emotions and energy levels. And okay, so back to this now. All right. Now, nothing feels right in my life and I'm working on my mindset, but my body isn't playing. So then my mind gives into the body. And then I feel like crap all over again. Now, I could spend a fun time dissecting all of this, but this is so relatable for anyone when we're having anxiety, when we don't like the way we feel. And that's why in this segment, I really want to talk about this, because don't just listen to the chatter. Ugh, why do I feel this way? Ugh, right? And because, especially as a super feeler, we feel Our emotions, every emotion we experience has a physical component. So when you activate an emotion based on whatever, could be we're tuning into something external, could be I'm not in alignment with some decisions in my life. When someone says nothing feels right in my life, that's one of those, like some, whoa, soul, your soul is saying, hey, I am trying to get your attention. Okay. So this is a part awareness. Yes. And also it's not listening to the chatter, but because we feel it physically, our knee-jerk kind of reaction is to turn to physical solutions. I need to work out. I need to eat more. I needed the, and I want you to know all those things are awesome. But none of those things are the healing answer. We'll go more into that after our next break. But this is what I'm saying. Understand your intuitive signals for what they are. Signals. Okay. Understand that, yes, something is off. Now, when she says, but my body isn't playing. So this is again what we go, why do I feel this way? And what do we tend to want to do? I just want to shut that down. I want to stop the anxiety because yes, I have physical side effects of anxiety. It makes sense. But we're also really taught emotions are bad. They're a problem. Shut it down, whether it's medicated, turn it off. We can use all kinds of things to self-medicate, food, shopping. We can even use fun. Now, I use fun in a very purposeful way, keeping your energy playful, fun. However, we can use it as a distraction, right? If I just keep myself so busy, that's another one. I'm so busy. Doesn't matter if it's in alignment for me or not, but I'm busy. So I'm very distracted, right? So I'm looking at that. This is also about assessing what am I doing? What am I not doing? What's helping? What's not helping? Am I just every day repeating and listening to that chatter? Ugh, why do I feel this way? But then your brain's going to fill it in with, well, because you're not doing enough. Well, you're not enough. Whatever it has laying around, it's going to throw that at you. We don't want that that's not a strategy, right? But she's doing a lot of good things. So the point is to become aware of yourself, how divine and powerful you are. We've been given something that we don't really use in our favor enough. The power to choose, the power to change, the power to assess, the power to take a look and say, what do I like and what do I not like around here? Right? It's amazing. If I go shopping, grocery shopping, clothes shopping, any kind of shopping, I don't go into the store and say, I hope I end up with something good, and then leave with everything I really dislike. And then go home, eat all the food I don't like. I don't go out to eat in a restaurant and also order everything I really don't like and then sit and just be miserable through my meal, eating the food I don't like. We don't do that. But in our life, our most precious life with our most precious time that we cannot get back, it is amazing how much time we give to things that we don't enjoy, that are not in alignment for us, because change feels hard. It feels easy for me to say, I don't want this. This food isn't good I want something else. I know, I get it. It's so much simpler, right? But also we're doing things in sort of a haphazard way when we're looking for transformation. So this is the symptom. Body. She's saying, my body, I have these physical things with anxiety. My body's not playing. My mind goes off and defaults to the body. But here's what your body is doing. It is playing. Your body is giving you every signal, trying to alert you. Your body can only manifest, make it physical, okay? What you are subconsciously thinking, worrying, wanting, not wanting. It can only do that. So it is through our body that we actually receive the physical signal. Your soul is your soul's going, okay, and sends it through our system. We're wired with this crazy, amazing system. Intuition. We come pre-wired. It's so amazing. And we ignore it. Nope, got to turn that off. Don't talk to me today. I'm busy. Right? It's like we do these things. So instead, the symptom is not always firing off where the misalignment is. The symptom's firing off in your body somewhere. I have clients, I'll say, they'll always like when they're trying to talk about their own emotions. Oh, that's so weird. I can't. Yeah, the energy's getting stuck, right? Or I'll say, how does that feel for you? Where do you notice? What are you feeling? Where do you feel it? Oh, I have a rock in the pit of my stomach. Okay, energy. This is all about energy, baby. Like ultimate energy party. 100%. Everything can be transformed into something else. If there's something in your life you don't like, nothing feels right in my life. That is opportunity, my friend. Oh, I'm like, let me at it. Get me in there. Let's do it. Okay, this is like transformation waiting to happen. I want you to see every single thing in your life that you don't like as opportunity. Don't just, no, I don't like that. That's not working for me. And then we stop there. And then another thing adds up and piles up and they all roll together and boo. Okay. What I want you to know, like if the fire alarm went off in your house, just think about when a fire alarm goes off. If there's a fire in the kitchen, but you have a fire alarm in the back hallway, the fire starts tiny. Okay. Fire. And all the smoke is carrying all the way through the house. It takes time. Yes. The fire and the smoke gets to the fire alarm goes off. You don't get mad at the fire alarm, do you? Oh, now, why is that going off? that dumb alarm, like, I don't know why that's going, right? But we do, we go, why is my body doing this? Why does it feel like this? Because your soul has set a fire to get your attention. Hey, that's not working. We sometimes think of soul fire as the good stuff. Ooh, passion. My soul is on fire. I'm so passionate. True. However, your soul can use a lot of different signals to alert you something is really off. And the way that it does that is by creating this kind of experience. So the smoke finally sets off the alarm. That's your symptom, those physical things you're feeling. So if you're trying all of these great things, but you're still feeling, right? We have deeper, this is the key. There are deeper things. Yes, sometimes, now don't get me wrong, because there are times and the things you're doing, or if you're doing things and they are working, keep those. I always tell my clients, let's assess what is working. In fact, we start every session that way because we're so programmed to think about what's not working in a way where we just sort of ruminate on it. That's part of the issue as well, because it's easier to ruminate, as hard as that feels. It's easier to ruminate on something we don't like than to say, all right, some stuff's about to go down here. I'm done. I'm done settling for this. I'm done ruminating on this. I want to think about happy things. And this isn't just about being more positive. You know, I just need to be more positive. I'm trying to stay so positive. I mean, I have all of these things in my life I don't like. This is just my voice for any of us, by the way, not for anyone specific. Okay. But this is what we do because I do it too. I don't see that over there. I'm going to pretend it's not there. Just going to pretend it's not there. No, we've all done it. I've done it too. However, we do have to look at it. We do have to assess it. Okay, we do have to take a peek at what's going on where we don't want to see it. We do the easy stuff first. Yeah, I want to feel better. I'm going to have a salad for lunch. Oh, done. Salad. Did it. Why am I still miserable? Right? You know what? I feel a little sluggish. I'm going to go for a walk today. Boom, done, did it. Am I still unhappy? I feel a little better. Okay. You see, it's not any one of these things, but we do the easy things first. And that's great because I love them. I love the easy things. What is working? What is helping? And let's continue to do those. Let's build the momentum right? Let's keep going with those things because those momentum builders are key. They're very important just to get moving in a new direction. You get moving in that way, you move your energy, your mind starts to move with it. It's really awesome. But we're avoiding what we know deep down, where your soul is like, are you ready to have the conversation yet? I've been trying to get your attention. Are you ready to have that conversation? Because we know deep down, we know there's something going on we don't like. We know there's something bigger. Now, sometimes energetically, it can be a simple shift, a simple fix, and ooh, good, done. Like if I wake up, I'd love to say I wake up every day and I'm like, all Zen inspired and everything. But some mornings I'm a little foggy, a little tired, and I got to get the momentum going. And then I do, and then boom, and good, and the day is awesome. Okay, so we all have that. But once in a while, there's some bigger things required. And that's why we're going to go into the transformation myth. I love busting myths. Okay, so we're going to bust some myths when we come back from break here. Now, give some thought again. Have you just been doing the easy stuff? Do you have some things you're noticing under the layers, the bigger stuff? Okay. You're watching the Zenspiration Show with your host here, Nicole. And when we come back, we're going to dive into transformation myth. We're going to bust some myths. We're going to bring down the house on it so that you get your soul guided strategy moving forward. And thank you so much to our courageous Zenspiring member for sharing her question. I want to help you break that down even more when we come back. We'll be right back after break. Perfect. Welcome back. Welcome back. Oh, okay. We have covered so far a lot of information and products and services out there to choose from, lots of providers, lots of experts. Doesn't mean that they're all the right ones for you, right? We want a soul guided approach to transformation. Also talking about how sometimes we do get the signs, we do get the signals, but we're not understanding them. Our soul's trying to tell us something, but we're busy, right? We can self-medicate away a lot of things. We can even try a lot of those holistic approaches and yet still feel the same, or sometimes still feel worse. Now, there's a big difference. I want to point this out. There's a difference between a seasonal time of your life and an altering time of your life. Something happens, unexpected, those types of things that will definitely alter your energy, how you're processing things and doing things. But also there are simple shifts we can make to create energy shifts. That is always what I want to help my clients with as well, is to learn the inflow formula and make that fast shift so that you're more aligned to make the next move, right? In the moment. So transformation, that's what we want to talk about. What is it? Is it really that hard to do transformation? I mean, I see things online, you got to do the shadow work and you got to, and it feels really heavy. It feels like, oh, I got to heal all this stuff. And I've never really found that very appealing for me. I like exciting and inviting approaches. So if that has been the same for you, I'm with you. I'm with you on that. And yes, we turn to the simple things, the easy things to implement. Those are great, but they are momentum starters. Sometimes there are deeper things happening. But I want to talk about transformation myths. You ready? Because does it have to be so freaking cryptic? Transformation? It's supposed to be fun. I mean, that's why coaching with me is like a day at the beach. Okay. We're having like a beach bash. That's the kind of approach. Now, that doesn't mean that deep things don't happen. It doesn't mean that, my clients don't have emotions coming up. They do. However, I'm right there to support them and guide them intuitively so they understand what they're feeling and why, what's coming up. How do we transform the energy from something negatively charged, pain, yuck, don't want to think about it, try not to go there, push it away, shut it down, to something positive, wow, I never looked at it like this before. Oh my God, this feels amazing for me. Oh, this is so different. I have clients say, I never considered that could feel like that. I've tried all of these things. I once had a client say, oh my God, I've been in therapy for 10 years. I can't even believe I have to say this, but it was true for her. I've been in therapy for 10 years, same therapist. I've never been able to feel as free as I do right now about that thing in my life. 10 years. 10 years. I mean, this is where we got to get better at assessing. We have to be better at being an advocate for our own transformation and our own well being. We can't just, we've been programmed for years. Okay, for years. It used to be like when I was a teenager, I'd go with my grandma to the doctor and she would do whatever the doctor said. The doctor said this, the doctor said that. Then they changed everything. And the programming on commercials started to tell us, ask your doctor for this medication. Whether I need it or not, don't know, but the commercial looked happy, so I guess I do, right? So where's that stemming from? So then it seemed like we were becoming more in control of our wellness and well-being and health. No, that's still, no one's actually, how do you feel? How do you want to feel? That's the best question. How do I feel? How do I want to feel? What would make me feel that way? What is making me not feel that way? What is taking away from my well-being? What am I doing thinking it's helping? It's, it's not. Okay, so let's peel these back because there's also transformation happens just like that. That's it. It can be just like that. Because I have clients that go, oh, and boom, they feel it in their body. They feel it in every cell of their being. They feel it in their soul. They're like, oh my God, because they have a different perspective. We changed how something was showing up for them. And now it shows up in their favor. Wow, different. Can't change the past? Sure you can. You can change what it means. Nothing means anything but the meaning you give it, right? So if there are a couple of things that I've noticed that are really happening a lot. First of all, don't fall into the past trauma trap. Now, you're either going to love this or you're not, and that's okay. Okay, but there is a past trauma trap. You can't scroll any platform online anywhere without seeing someone talking about either it's my past trauma. Oh, you need to heal your past trauma. So we've all wrapped into this thing that, oh, I bet it's my past trauma. Okay. First of all, this is minimizing the fact that actual people have actually had past traumas. Trauma's a real thing. I get it. I'm not minimizing that, but not everything is categorized as past trauma. Not everything, but now children, all kinds of teenagers, they're all being taught that's trauma. Everything's trauma. Trauma. Big moneymaker. Money making niche. Past trauma. Okay. Don't fall into that because here's what's interesting. Even though this has become marketing, a real thing, so we minimize people who actually have trauma, right? You need to heal your past. You need to heal your inner child. Lots of programming like that out there. Lots of messaging like that. Could be. However, when you think about, oh, I know I need to heal my past. Do you know how many experiences you've had in your past as a child, in your childhood? It doesn't mean all of it needs healing. Doesn't mean all of it is an issue. Oh, I bet it's this. That's why I'm struggling here. Maybe, but maybe not. Let's not add to the pile of what you need for transformation. Let's assess accurately, right? And move from there. Not all of them require healing. I have had things in my past. They did hold me back because of the way it came up for me. It made me feel icky. I've had abuse. I've had bullying. Okay. I had betrayal. I've had a lot of things. Not all of the experiences in the bullying category, for example, did I need to heal. But some of them were really painful. They were painful, but I wouldn't call them trauma. You see? So we want to start doing things more accurately and not just lumping in, oh, I bet it's that, right? We just latch onto something online. Another one is this magic pillar potion pitch. Just drink this and you're fine. Just pour this in your drink and then everything, you do all your hit all your fitness goals. You'll do it all. You could just take this pill and you won't have that emotion anymore. Nope, it'll go right away. That's not always an option either. There's a lot more involved. And I don't mean a lot more involved like, oh, a lot of work. I mean simple things. Getting rid of that stuff in your life you've been tolerating. Do you know how much that does wonders for your energy? When my clients start hitting that list of the don't wants, because we don't just focus on setting new goals. This is also another approach. I'm just going to set more goals. I'm just going to really do it this time. We keep piling more on, even though our foundation is a bunch of stuff we don't like, we don't want, it's not working. Exhausting. Okay. We want to start eliminating. You want to improve your life instantly? Get rid of something you don't want anymore. I don't care if it's a sweater you don't wear. I don't care if it's the mail clutter on your counter. Get rid of it. You can start simple. I'm good with that. I'm down with it. Start simple, work our way up. We will create momentum because when you get rid of it, you go, it's incredibly liberating. Even cleaning out your closet is like, I think I could do anything, because you look and you go, that's it. That's all the stuff I love. I want it. I clean up my algorithms all the time on social media. I unfriend, get rid of this, clean out my closet, clean my car, whatever it is, straight and organized, start simple. It becomes part of your lifestyle and all of the rest of the big things. Guess what you have more of to address and assess them? Energy. Positively charged energy to create lasting transformation. It's not a pill, a potion, or anything else. It's not hard work for the rest of your life because I was doing really good, but I got a long way to go. It's not any of that stuff. Okay. Now, when I say there are things, I take supplements. Absolutely. I try to get as many vitamins and minerals from whole foods because that's how the body, that's what we're created to do. Okay. We absorb it most easily that way. However, I'm not perfect either. And, who knows, right? Food. So I do supplements. So I'm all about many of those things, but they're not the thing that make me transformed or healthy. That's my annoyance when I see things online that people are pitching a product or a service as the answer. This is the magic you've been looking for. This is the solution. Right? Nope. Now, there are times, much love to my son right now. He just went through a scary time with some things and he needed some physical care. Okay. But the magic is in you. All of this is about your alignment, what you want, what you don't want. Checking in right now with your energy and the way that you feel, because what needs to happen is you having a heart-to-heart conversation with your soul. That is really what I do, is helping you make that connection, keep that channel open so that when something shows up that's not working for you, bye-bye, out it goes. Right? And having that kind of communication. Now, as we're wrapping up here, taking all of this information, choosing one thing, knowing that you received something from this episode that your soul wanted you to know. It gave you the oomph, it gave you the poke, it gave you the nudge. It said that right there, that's it. Okay, either it opened up energy for you or it helped you identify something that you need to shift, adjust. It could be something simple. Absolutely. Start there. Build the momentum. And then if it is something deeper, that's where I come in and support you and help you with that strategy. Okay, you can find more information. Get in touch, www.energize-u.com. I'm happy to talk with you about that. This is my jam. This is what I do. I said, it's like a candy store, right? This is what I love to do. I had an absolute blast with you on our first episode of the Zenspiration Show. I love that we get to connect in this way. You can join me every first and third Tuesday right here on Transformation Talk Radio. We love it. We love it here. I love it here. And next week, we are going to dive into going beyond boundaries. The one going beyond boundaries, a fresh approach to transformative empowerment, because I would want nothing more than that for you. I am here to help you stay energized for life. I will catch you on the sunny side and help you create a soul-guided, soul-synced strategy to create your long-term transformation. Bye for now. Thanks for tuning in, my Trapezoid friend. Coach Nicole here, signing off from the Zenspiration Show and Inspiration Island. Remember, the magic doesn't end here. We are just getting started. Keep shining your light, embracing the adventure, and spreading those empowered vibes wherever you go. I'll see you on the sunny side. Until next time, stay energized for life.